What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I am your host, Tyler, here with an amazing woman. You know what I'm saying? Probably the greatest woman I know. You know, I love her to death. It's my wife here on the podcast. We got Dreu, Lindsay here. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good. My two hosts, Jay and KC, pretty busy today. And I was rushing for a guest. I sometimes I think, could I actually do the podcast by myself? And that's I'm not ready. I'm not
debatable.
there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not there.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So here we are. I appreciate you coming on. I know you don't have to. You're a busy woman.
Right.
You know,
right.
you got things to do.
Luckily, I got out of class early tonight, so I was available.
Yes. What have you been up to since the last time you was on the podcast?
Oh, let's see. I don't know if I've ever said it on a podcast, but I'm getting my master's in public health, so I am currently in my last quarter of my program. So actually within the last 2 weeks. So it's been fun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I've enjoyed it.
I'm sure you have.
I have. Okay, well, here's the thing, right? So before you started school, I thoroughly enjoyed that part of life when you was just like home. I literally was doing nothing. And that wasn't because I didn't want to do nothing. When I would come home, everything was done. So
yeah. Well, yeah, that was kind of like, okay, if I'm going to be home, I may as well do something. So, yeah, I could understand that.
It was an interesting part of life. I was like, I need to get some more money so she could just stay home. But see, but the thing is, I know if that was a permanent thing, I don't know. I don't know if that would continue.
It would, because I can't sit down. But also, I probably wouldn't be staying at home for long. Like,
Right.
I probably will end up going out, getting a job or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, I would feel useless, worthless. There are people who enjoy it, and just probably not one of those people.
Yeah, it was an interesting thought. I never I didn't think that was possible. I didn't know you was a busybody before we got married. I'll be honest with you. I didn't realize that. So it's interesting. It's interesting to realize that other part of you that's like, yeah, she just needs to do something. Of like, yo, just come like sit down with the boys. She's like, no, I gotta. Mind you, it's a good thing because like we got things to do.
Yeah.
That's the difference between us. Like I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna sit down for a second. And you're like, nah, I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah.
And
I like to get the work done and then be able to chill, like mental free. But yeah, I mean, I guess that is interesting because I guess before we got married and or moved in together, when we were together, I would just spend the time with you, like I was, because everything was done, or know. So I'm just cherishing the time. But now that we're together all the time, it's like I have stuff to do while you're here. So
okay, so that was before. It's not, honestly, it's nice to come home and see you here. You know, I know your previous jobs, you was getting off at like 6, 7, and me, I normally would get home earlier. So you know, it's gonna be another adjustment like once you're done school. But you know, I'm appreciating or trying to appreciate this time as much as possible. How have you enjoyed the program, like the year of school, if you enjoyed it?
I have enjoyed it. It's been good. It has made me, well, I guess for context, I am online with school, and so I'm home pretty much all the time. So it's kind of made me like a homebody, especially doing it like during COVID to, ending COVID. But definitely have become a homebody. But I've enjoyed it. I enjoy not driving. Probably my favorite part. Like, I literally don't leave the house until like Friday on most weeks. so Friday through Sunday are the times I leave. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I think I'm trying to appreciate this time because there is a chance that I will never have this time again. Like, especially for a whole year.
Yeah.
To like not work. So I mean, even though I was in school, but yeah, it's been good. I have enjoyed it.
One thing that I noticed you have gotten to do while in school is really know the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
What can you talk about the neighborhood? What things can you describe? What things have you learned? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and break that down.
All right. So the neighborhood, it's a good time. I mean, I like to people watch, and people definitely give me something to watch in this neighborhood. Let's see, what have I learned? I guess there has been a changing of the guard, as I call it.
Let's talk about the changing of the guard in the neighborhood.
Yeah, so when we first moved in, I guess, there we have kind of like a cul-de-sac. So in the cul-de-sac would be these old heads fixing cars, getting their drink on and listening to go-go.
Lawn chairs. Yeah, it felt real old school DMV. It was a decent vibe in the neighborhood.
It was a good vibe because, I mean, you didn't feel threatened. Like, they were kind. They would speak. They were just old heads hanging out, fixing cars. I mean, that's it. So that was cool. And then, like, earlier this year, the change of the guard happened where these young guys just took over the cul-de-sac, and now you barely see the older guys. I mean, you really don't see the older guys anymore. And I don't know what activity they do, but they're out there from pretty much 8 a.m.
sunrise to sunset.
Yeah, sunrise to sunset. Outside. It is a time.
Yeah, it's just so weird. Like, I never thought I would see dudes sitting in our neighborhood sitting on milk crates all day.
Yeah, under a tree.
Sitting in milk crates under a tree. And I feel like last weekend, I felt like this past weekend was the culmination of like everything they've been doing since the spring. And this past weekend, these dudes just threw. They just put up a tent. Yeah, they just put up a tent in the cul-de-sac on the curb. Like, I don't know if y'all live here. Like, I don't know where y'all coming from.
That's the other thing. Like, whoever is in the cul-de-sac is never 100% sure whether it was like the prime older guy that was in there or the younger guys now. I have no idea where they live, and that's a problem. Like, what are you doing? Are you it's not called homeless. Are you without a home? Can't think of the proper term.
There's a proper term for homeless?
Yeah, unhoused. Are you unhoused? Or do you sleep in your car? Where do you go at night? And why are you here at the crack of dawn? Like, if you have a home, I would think you would go there during the day, especially the summer has been hot. It's been 90 degrees and these people are
still outside.
Like,
I think weird. What's also interesting, when we first moved in, the main road of the neighborhood was where everybody was like out on the sidewalk on the street.
True. Yep.
And somehow they ended up just making a left into our little neighborhood.
Making a right. I literally, when I was walking Ghost, saw Dreadhead come down from the other way and make a right. So I'm like, okay, do you live in the back of the neighborhood? And why here? Why are you posting up here if you possibly live in the back of the neighborhood? Like, what about this section made you decide that this was it? I would love to know.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
I also think the
Yo, there's this other dude look like JB Smooth. JB Smooth.
Yeah. Rides around on a scooter.
Wears a sweatsuit.
And then he started picking up trash in the neighborhood. He was doing it again today. He goes around, picks up trash. Like, these people are confusing because I'm like, okay, one, I think they scheming. They're playing a good part because, right when people could complain, they're like, you see him outside picking up trash, being a good Samaritan. So you're like, all right, he's doing some good in the neighborhood. Like, let me chill on him.
It's a very interesting. It's just so crazy.
I also think the guy who does the lawns. He's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
For sure. Other than that, let's see. Yeah.
The
neighborhood is the neighborhood.
Yeah. With that being said, we are looking into moving.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you feel about that? How do you feel about moving in the first place? And what are you looking for? What are you looking for in the next place we live?
I'm just looking to be comfortable. The main thing for me is having a minimum of 2 bathrooms. This has always been my thing. I just don't believe in having 2 people live in a house and have 1 bathroom. It just is impossible, especially if that 1 bathroom has the shower and then somebody, does their business and then I want to take a shower, but I have to wait. Like, no, it shouldn't be that way. So, excuse me. So really 2 bathrooms and hopefully like a spacious kitchen. I've worked with a non-spacious kitchen at this point, so I can maneuver, but I think I don't know what's going on.
Man, you want some space. You want some space. That's good.
You?
Yeah, that's a good question. I agree with the 2. I agree with the 2 baths. I agree with that a lot. It just depends on which space we get. So, of course, me, I don't want to say it's all about the price for me, because that's not true. I would actually, part of me, I want a nice place to be in, but I also don't want to overextend for a spot, financially overextend. But if we take the money out of it, I would like hardwood floors or some type of better flooring than what we currently have.
Amen.
I also need a spacious bathroom.
Yeah.
We in a pretty, like, our bathroom is constructed like no other bathroom that we've
it's
seen.
ridiculous. It's to the point where we had a plumber come the other day, and I just described to him what was going on in the bathroom, outside of the bathroom, because it's way too small to be in there with the plumber. So it was a very interesting. I mean, that gives you a visual of how small it's tight in there. Is.
And that's yeah. So a spacious bathroom. If we get a house, I really would like either a driveway or a garage.
Yeah, for sure.
A garage would be like tough, but driveway would be cool too.
Yeah, I agree. Garage would be ideal, but at least the driveway would be nice.
It just comes to show you this purchase of this house. I feel like, look, buying a house in general, like, it's a process. I'm trying to give myself grace for this purchase because it was like, for one, I really did do this solo, and then like, I don't know, it was something about the house that made me go, this is it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was back then, and not like it's a bad one, but it's like it did make me realize
we learned a lot.
Yeah, it made me realize I want more.
Yeah, I think it's a good purchase. I think it's a good house. I've definitely grown to appreciate this house and just learn from it. I mean, that's the beauty of it, is that you get to know what you like and what you don't like, and
and I think I don't know any other way I don't know if there was any other way for me to figure out if I didn't go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't watching TLC or HGTV, like.
But see, I think the thing is, we both came up in pretty decent houses, right?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have to think, oh, I don't like this, I wouldn't want this in my house. Like, we had like good houses, so it wasn't like,
I kind of thought some of this stuff came like automatic almost.
It wasn't like you knew to test to see if you can sit on the toilet and close the door in the bathroom, like, because that was never a problem. So you don't know what you don't want until you kind of go through it to.
That's so funny.
To make you realize
it really is in these bathrooms, yo. Like, that's a heck of a. It's so crazy. That's so crazy.
It's been a good time though. We've been able to host a lot here. We have been able to have people spend the night or give them a place to stay when they come into town. So it's definitely been a good spot.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. Yeah, for sure. We've hosted a lot of people. Now I think about it, we hosted a whole family. Like, we had we had a whole family in this house.
Yeah.
At one point. So, all right. Let's see what we want to get into. All right. So, a couple of things. I was on X, formerly known as Twitter. Apparently, 22 years ago today, one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs came out. Would you like to guess which one it is?
Yeah. Is it Rock With You?
Nah, that's that was 22 years ago is about. I'm 28, so 22 years ago. Ooh,
Are you trying to think of the year?
No. Age-wise, I was 6.
Yeah.
So that's about 2000, 2001. Rock With You was Off the Wall, which is like in the 80s. So it's more like 2000, 2001. I give you a hint. Chris Tucker is in the music video. And we're talking white Michael Jackson.
And he was dancing, right? Was MJ in this video? No.
Yeah. Michael Jackson was in the video.
No, Michael Jordan.
Oh, no. Jordan was not in the video. Chris Tucker.
I don't know videos. I can. Was it in Rush Hour 2?
It was around that time.
TOO. But anyway, I don't know.
Okay, 22 years ago, Rock My World.
I was close.
You was close. You had the rock part. I give you that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I can picture it now.
Yeah.
What's the one that had Michael Jordan in the basketball? Or did I make that up?
I feel like that's a good question.
Definitely a video with Michael Jordan.
What's the music video? Music video with Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson. Jam. It's called Jam.
At least I'm not making it up.
No, you're not. What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Oh, why can't I think of the song? Is it?
I thought it was no, it's not PYT.
No, is it called Butterflies? It's not called Butterfly.
You give me butterfly.
No, it's not that one. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm blanking.
You Are Not Alone?
No. Oh.
Well, go ahead and start singing, acting like you know the word. Just give me the.
No, I can't think of it.
Give me the rhythm or the. You know how you be doing it.
I can't even think of. I know what it is. I can't think of just Human Nature. One,
oh, okay.
One
Yeah.
Oh, and Off the Wall. Is it? No, 9 to 5. What is it called?
Got me working down to midnight.
Huh?
Day and night. Isn't it called Day and Night? Got me working day and night.
No, not that one.
Oh.
The one where he's like, maybe it is Day and Night. Is that when he was like, can't be working 9 to 5?
Got me working day and night.
No, I think it's called. Is it called Off the Wall? I think it's Off the Wall on the album Off the Wall.
Okay. Your life from the wall.
What?
Living off the wall.
Oh yeah.
That was an incredible album in general. But okay, I like that. Well, for me, it would be. I actually got a good amount, but Rock My World. Remember the Time. Remember the Time is my all-time favorite Michael Jackson song, and that video was crazy. The video was long as hell.
How does that go?
If you remember the time.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, we used to watch that video like all the time, and then anytime like my god sisters would come over, they'd be like, "Hey, Tyler, put this on." So we just dance with Michael Jackson, like.
Yeah. See,
Eddie Murphy was in that video. Magic Johnson was in that video.
The part that made me like Off the Wall is like, well, one, I've been through some work got me back into going to school. Okay, so when he says, "So tonight, gotta leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself." Groove, let the madness and the music get to you. But that whole part about working, that leave it on the shelf.
That's why you like Break My Soul so much.
Yeah, Break My Soul literally came out at like the opportunity. It's like Beyonce. I sat and talked to Beyonce about my life.
Yeah.
And she wrote Break My Soul. That's how Break My Soul was. Like that, it came out at that time in my life where it was like, she just don't know, she encouraging the wrong one. So that's how that went.
Oh man. Do you regret not going to the Beyonce concert?
I don't. I think I would have enjoyed it if I would have gone, but I don't regret not going because I have learned myself.
What you mean by that?
If I'm going to pay a good amount of money, like I want to be undisturbed. I want to have a good view. So if I don't have the money to get the view that I want, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be on the side. Although I'm sure all of it is nice. I mean, we've been to on the
Who's
run.
On the Run? You didn't like that view?
No, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good view, but with the stadium, part of me was just like, I don't want to make myself mad.
Okay.
With getting seats that I don't like.
Yeah. You want to be like Club Renaissance.
Yeah, or yeah, pretty much. But no, I don't regret not going. I think I'm glad everyone enjoyed themselves that did go. I'm sure it was the time of their lives. I also don't envy them. I'm okay.
Oh yeah, because the DMV, the Merlin concert, it was raining on the Sunday.
It was
right?
raining, yeah.
Man,
but I do hope. I say that, I guess, with the hope that it will be one of the concerts that will be on TV that I can watch. Because, like, for instance, I enjoyed Homecoming. I was not there. I enjoyed it probably as much more than I would have if I was actually at Coachella.
I know. Feet would have been hurting.
Yeah, exactly. Like
your sciatica.
We have definitely like
we've done some concerts where we've been standing there.
Yeah, but that's not what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. I ain't gonna cut you off no more.
I'm saying we have watched it multiple times at home, and it's been great every time. Even just listening to Homecoming,
it's very true.
Just good. So I'm hoping it's one of them where I can just, be able to watch it from my couch one day.
I do think if she don't turn into a movie or something like that, like it's a little crazy. Well, let me not call it crazy, but it would be unexpected if she just didn't create any type of more, a documentary or film.
Yeah.
Off the process. But yeah, I mean, there was a part of me that was like, man, I'm gonna give her some tickets to this joint, but it was getting crazy.
Yeah, no, I would have told you if I really wanted to go, but I really didn't have the desire. I can't tell you why. Could possibly be because I started school by then, so I can tend to be very focused on school, but I was not.
I feel like, do you think a lot of people really went to this? Do you think they went to this because, do you think this will be her last one? Her last album? You think she's going to slow down after this, or?
I mean, Beyonce hasn't really been fast, but her last album.
I'm sure you think she would announce that?
I mean, Beyonce probably wouldn't announce it, knowing her. I don't think so, only because I really think she's gonna try to do something with Blue or something like that, Blue Ivy. Yeah, or maybe we'll get another Carter's album, but I don't think she's really done making music. At least I don't think it's gonna be her last time touring either, because I mean, like, one thing I've heard about the concert is like this is probably the least amount of dancing that she's done, but it was still good because she had the vocals. So even if Beyonce doesn't move, like Beyonce always been able to move, I think she's just going to get in her bag of singing.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, she really. Yeah, that's a good observation. Yeah, she really doesn't have to do as much anymore. Plus, she kind of built up the talent around her.
Yeah.
To be able to keep us all entertained. So let's talk about some new music that came out. Victoria Monet. Victoria Monet dropped Jaguar 2. She first of all, did you hear the whole thing?
No, I did not hear the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. It's quick. It's a quick. I want to say it's like 6. Let me double check that.
6 songs.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of like. I'm tripping. It's 11. Y'all know I'm tripping. It's 11 songs. It's a solid album.
It's a whole 5 songs. So did you only like 6 songs?
I remembered 6.
Okay.
Before the album dropped, I think she dropped like 2 singles. She kind of came out of nowhere with this one. I know she dropped a video that a lot of people kind of went hype over. I know a couple people sent me the link. I never watched the video. I think what was very interesting is she dropped that video, and I was seeing people like, I've been trying to tell y'all about Victoria Monet, and I'm like, I ain't never heard you say that woman name before.
Yeah, I think I've seen posts like similar to that where it's like, my girl Victoria Monet done did it or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I've been missing some stuff, which is possible.
Yeah, so. I will say shout out to Brittany. Brittany was the first person I knew, like, tell me about her as an artist, and I did enjoy her first one, Jaguar.
Okay.
So Jaguar 2, I thought it was cool. It was really chill. I think it's really it was a real like you could put this in the back, cooling with some folk, and like it's straight
in the back.
In the background.
Oh, I'm thinking you like in the back of the car. I'm like, oh, okay, what you gonna play in the front?
I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work, but shout out to her. I don't know where she goes on like my list of like R&B people nowadays, but it is a nice change up. Like we need more R&B in general. I feel like I'm liking the space that these newer artists are making, but we still kind of just need more. I feel like I asked this question a lot on the podcast, but what do you think of the R&B nowadays?
I think it's cool. I think that's a good question because I don't know if there's pure R&B.
Oh, what do you call pure R&B?
Just like I guess just what you would traditionally think about R&B, like a lot of people like they'll have their R&B songs, but I feel like a lot of R&B artists are kind of incorporating a lot of other forms of music, like whether it's like giving you an island vibe or reggae or Afro beats, just something different. But I do enjoy it. It is a vibe. Yeah, because I part of what made me think about that is like even like, okay, do you consider Ari Lennox to be R&B?
I think Ari Lennox is the closest we got to pure R&B.
So excuse me, as y'all forgive me. Yeah, like she's in between R&B and neo soul for me. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I agree. Um, yeah, I mean, but I enjoy the music. Like, I feel like it used to be more straightforward, but
yeah, it's interesting.
Like when you think of like Janelle Monet, who I enjoy, would you consider her? She's R&B, right? I mean, her last album wasn't, as straightforward R&B, but overall, would you consider her R&B artist?
She's played with a lot of genres over her career. To put her in the R&B is
she's like pop.
I don't know. Like, what was Prince?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
like
think he's pop, right?
I don't know what genre that is. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Janelle Monet has made some good R&B songs, but like as a whole, like I'm speaking on like her career.
R&B soul.
I could see her more on the soul. I'm talking her career overall. She's played with a lot of genres, so it's interesting. But I mean, yeah, I put her there, especially the last album.
Prince's R&B soul.
Prince R&B. That last album was definitely R&B. I just feel like the there's not too many artists that truly are like can really sing today. Like I ain't too many singers. Like
who is not a singer?
I don't know if Summer Walker is a singer. SZA toeing the line. SZA toes the line. Let's see. Who else do we tune into? Brent Faiyaz. I wouldn't consider him a a singer.
So who be singing?
Well, like I said, I think Ari is there.
Ari, yeah.
I think Sir can sing.
Okay.
Um, I mean, I don't know if the
So
Janelle.
Yeah, Janelle. Would you? I mean, I know you don't really listen to Chris Brown, but would you consider him like a singer?
He used to be.
Okay.
He used young Chris Brown. I don't know. I don't really think he's like a singer right at this point. I mean, of course, you got the older R&B artists, like Music Soul Child.
I think about what about Usher?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just heard a song. He dropped a song called Glue. This is a song called Glue, and he's literally in a high he's like his pitch was crazy the whole time. It was crazy.
Erykah Badu.
Okay, yeah, but this was me. I was me trying to stick to
The newer artists.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. You have to kind of go back.
Yeah,
to get to the singers, low key, like people. I mean, like unique voices. That's going to bring some. Hold on, I can't tell if I'm about to sneeze. My allergies have been on 100 this week. But yeah, so the interesting thing about it, is that I have been told in the line of really liking jazz a lot more because you can appreciate the musicality in jazz as well as like the voices. Um, of I'm still hip to like a lot of the older artists, but a newer artist that I enjoy is Samara.
Oh yeah.
She's really good. I don't know too many other people's names. I usually just put on a jazz station and
Just
just
keep
vibe
rocking.
out.
Okay.
But
Yeah, tune.
yeah.
Shout out to R&B. Well, I think Giveon.
Oh, Giveon is
Giveon's very
good.
distinct.
Giveon is distinct. I
Yeah.
like distinct artists.
Yeah.
That's why but I don't know if a lot of people know. I be trying to give Summer Walker a chance, and I just cannot.
I like her writing.
So pretty much my first exposure to her was the Tiny Desk, and it just threw me so off, and I mentally have not been able to recover. But I do respect that a lot of people love her. I just have not been able to get to that level yet.
I think she's a good writer. I think she relates to a lot of women musically. I mean, or lyrically. So she's found her way in that route. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's switch over to Afro beats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if he calls it Afro beats anymore, but Burna Boy also dropped an album called I Told Them.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he calls his music like Afro fusion.
Okay.
But Burna Boy just continues to impress me. I think I was talking to Jay about this a couple episodes ago, but watching his concert on Apple TV,
yeah,
I think it gave me a newfound respect. I think you just realize that man sold out a soccer stadium, and you forget that like Africans are literally all over the world, like at this point. So his music reaches so many areas, so many people, and then the amount of hits he got, it's a lot. It's a lot. And so this album was, just as funky, just as feeling like regardless of what he say, I know I could, do my best, fake little African dance.
yeah.
I want to say, y'all respectfully, fake little African moves that I be trying to emulate.
Right.
I saw a decent amount of controversy leading up to this album. Apparently, I don't mind you. I never saw the interview or nothing, but apparently he said, black people have no culture. Now, I'm taking this with no context. taking this very out of context. I don't know what they asked. But apparently, this is what he said. So then, leading up to the release of the album, he drops a snippet for a future music video. Mm-hmm. And the man is wearing Timbs, which maybe they do wear Timbs in Africa. I don't know. Nigeria specifically. Mm-hmm. Wearing Timbs with a Wu-Tang, like a Wu-Tang headband or whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. Something Wu-Tang on his head. So you imitating black culture.
Is that black culture?
Wu-Tang?
Or is that hip-hop culture?
That's fair. That's fair. That is hip-hop culture. Is hip-hop culture not black culture?
What is black culture?
Well, hip-hop culture derived from black people.
So what is black culture?
Oh, man, it's a lot.
I feel like the thing about black culture, it is maybe geographical or regional.
But it's not.
It's not?
No, my bad. That was me trying to finish what you were about to say. Yeah, I think it is more regional than black people as a whole have a culture.
Right. So, like, yeah, you know.
That's fair.
Because even though, like, say, DC or DMV and New York is close, but black culture is different in those two places. Like, you know, you're gonna have different slang. So, I mean, yeah, like we haven't heard the interview, so I don't know what he was referring to as black culture.
Yeah.
I don't even really know honestly what African culture is because Africa is
there's a lot of countries. Yeah, it's
so like I'm sure Nigerians do things differently than Cameroonians. So I mean, black culture to me is very broad.
Yeah. There was also a video. Shout out to dang, what that boy name, boy? Oh, Deuce. You heard of Deuce?
Sure.
He was on Isaiah Rashad album. What's that song, man? Big Wheel got that mother skating. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Okay. Deuce is known for dancing. He this big dude. He do all the moves they do down in Memphis.
Okay.
So he posted a video of Burna Boy on Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. Not Saturday Night Live. One of them shows. One of them late night shows.
Okay.
Doing one of these dances that he like, bruh, I'm trying to tell y'all we've been doing this the whole time. He's stealing all of our stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was another one where it's like, why does all this seem to come out? And then a week later, he's dropping an album. You know what I'm saying? It is a little interesting. But I say all that to say, in the Apple TV, in the concert, mm-hmm. right? He was like, I told them I would do this because I'm a genius, right? And mm-hmm. which I don't see nothing wrong with being braggadocious, mm-hmm. right? I feel like that's like a superpower that like a lot of black men have mm-hmm. at some point. But I think there's always like you worry that when somebody gets to like a certain level, mm-hmm. that braggadociousness, that cockiness can be perceived as like, I mean, just a lot of people gonna start hating on the dude. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because he feels a certain type of way about himself. So I'm interested to see how like it goes for him moving forward.
Yeah.
It is kind of sad. Like you, like I feel like niggas just really can't be too confident, you know, when they get to a certain level.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I was a fan. I like the album. I like City Boy. Pretty much the whole album is a vibe. I think my favorite song, Dreu probably know by now. Mm-hmm. My favorite song is If I'm Lying. Just something about the hook. He be getting in his bag when he do like them slow songs, like mm-hmm. Alone, If I'm Lying. I just thought it was hard. Like it's one of those like, hey nigga, if I'm lying, I'm dying. But he said it in just a very amazing way.
Right.
And he had J. Cole on the album. Mm-hmm. He also had Jizza from the Wu-Tang. So I know like he was wearing it, but he also had Wu-Tang members on the album.
Yeah.
And he had the RZA on the album as well. So
okay.
I feel like niggas just gonna hate. It is what it is. Like I feel it just come with the territory. Whatever that means. Like I feel like, he's doing something. And they not. So
yeah. I mean, but if he's offending people, then
all right. Let's let me ask you some questions that Sammy asked on the last episode.
Okay.
All right. What do you miss most about about not being married?
That's a good question. What do I miss most about not being married? I think I kind of moved the same way. I guess part of it would be like, I don't know.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
We've known each other our whole life pretty much at this point, so it's hard.
I mean, I guess if anything, the most I would say is like, I don't really know.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. I respect
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
I respect it. All right. What have you learned about yourself? What has your partner? Yeah. What have you learned from your partner, since we've been married?
That I'm cold, apparently, and that my personality is like cold and rainy day is what I've learned about myself. So I am working on being bright and sunny and warm. Not hot, but warm. But yeah, that's what I've learned. It was a hard pill to swallow, but we're here and I'm taking it.
All right. We go. Look, the options were bright and sunny, cold and rainy, or what? Hot and
bright
humid.
And sunny. I think hot
It was
and
hot and humid, cold and rainy,
and maybe warm and sunny.
Warm and sunny. Warm and sunny. Now look, I might have been tripping that day. I probably was tripping. I was up. You already know we talked. I was upset about something that day. Mm-hmm. Okay, but normally you're warm and sunny, and it just seemed like there was times lead up to that you was cold and rainy to the boy. To me specifically, not to nobody else. So to the world, to the world, you was warm and sunny. But to me, I was getting some cold and rainy days from you. You see what I'm saying?
They say the cold and rainy days always, take over the good stuff. So I guess that proves that it's true. Because, personally, I don't know why you would want to be with a cold and rainy person, but here we are.
Hey, look, my job to love you regardless. It ain't my job is to love you regardless.
It's okay. I'm working on it. I'm taking it, and I'm working on not being so cold and rainy. So,
and honestly, I gotta do the same thing. That's no, that's not that was not a criticism. That was just towards you. Mm-hmm. That's also part of I needed to self reflect. So, that's not just a one way street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't give you that feedback, but it's okay. I didn't say you were cold and rainy.
But you said the reason I'm that way is because you that way.
What?
Yeah.
The reason why you're that way is because I'm that way?
No, you said the only I'm speaking You said the only reason you that way because I'm that way.
No, I said prior to calling me cold and rainy, you have mentioned that I can be cold, which is different than saying that my personality is cold.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
I probably
you said that I was cold, and I said you made me this way, which is true.
I translated the question the wrong way, and once again, I'm gonna apologize. Mm-hmm. You are not cold and rainy.
It's okay. We're here now. I've accepted it.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Well, I'm glad you've accepted. I appreciate you listening to me and receiving my words, mm-hmm. which is why I must be careful with my words.
Yeah,
you gotta be careful with your words out there, fellas.
For like 3 days.
Yeah, that's how I go. That's how I go. All right. Was there anything else? Anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to ask me?
No, I don't have anything at this time.
All right. Look, we got to go. Dreu, I appreciate you coming over.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me.
Anything you plan on doing in the future? Anything you want people to know?
Pretty average, so I'm just gonna be out here living, taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time. Yeah. All right, listeners. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out to the loyal fans. Shout out to the Patreon convo before the. If you are on a Patreon member, you will get the convo before the convo. That's a nice little conversation we like to have. That you won't get unless you're a Patreon member. So make sure you subscribe. $5 a month. That's one Starbucks coffee a month. I'm pretty sure. What size is that? Like
a tall.
Tall. That's a tall. That's a tall.
Gosh. A grande is like $7 now. So
like, just give us a tall Starbucks coffee a month.
There you go.
And you'll be straight.
Maybe a refresher.
Yes. This is. Shout out to Jay and KC, man. We'll talk to y'all next week. This is the No Claims Podcast. Y'all stay black, stay blessed. Peace.